Welcome to Road Matters, your trusted guide to safer and smarter road use in Nigeria. Today, we are talking about something many drivers have, but very few understand it: vehicle insurance. Is it just a police requirement? Does it actually protect you? And what really happens when an accident occurs? Stay with us as we break it all down for you. My name is Sufyan Muhammad.
Vehicle insurance is that insurance policy where you transfer the risks of damage or loss that might be caused by an accident to an insurance company. So that financial burden, that financial provision that you are expected to make when you are involved in an accident or your car is damaged by an accident, you transfer that burden to an insurance company. So vehicle insurance is the transfer of your liability to the insurance company after you have paid the premium. It is compulsory in Nigeria because our law makes it mandatory. The NERA Act 2025, Section 84, makes it mandatory for all car users and car owners using vehicles on public road and in the highway to have an insurance cover, at least a third-party insurance cover. So if you don't have an insurance cover on your vehicle, you are contravening the provision of the law. And you know the interesting thing? If you don't have that cover and you are caught, is either you are paying a fine of 250,000 or you go to prison for 12 months. And the maximum penalty of not having an insurance cover on your vehicle is a combination of these two: the fine and the 12-month imprisonment. So your law makes it mandatory. And if you are not doing that, that means you are contravening the provision of the law. When it comes to vehicle insurance, we have 3 types of vehicle insurance. I'm going to take it from the minimum coverage to the maximum coverage. And I'll tell you the pricing so that you'll be better informed. The first kind of policy we have is the third-party only policy. That's the one you get. It's very rampant. It costs 15,000 naira. What does it cover? It covers damage to the other person's car. When you are driving and you have an accident, 2 scenarios can play out. It's either you hit that person or the other person hits you. Now, what third party covers is when you hit the other person, you are the one at fault. And since you are the one at fault, the onus lies on you to repair or compensate the other party for the damage you have caused. So what this third party covers is, it covers the cost of repair to that other person's vehicle or property. Sometimes it's not vehicles. We hit buildings, we hit people's assets while driving and when we get involved in an accident. So this third party covers that cost of replacing what you have damaged. But there's a limit. You know, if you leave everything open-handed, it becomes a problem, to the tune of 3 million. So what it means is that that paper you paid 15,000 naira for, if there is an accident or loss, damage to another person, you get a value of 3 million. Now, aside from damage to the other person's property, we've seen situations where there is an accident and the passengers in the car, or even the driver of the other car, sustains an injury. Who pays for it? That certificate that you have makes provision that those passengers in that vehicle will be covered. So their medical treatment is covered. And another thing, if a passenger in that other vehicle dies, we see it happen every day. There is a car accident and you go. People are dead. People are injured. The car is damaged. And you know that nobody wakes up in the morning knowing that they are going to be involved in an accident, and even the magnitude of accidents they will be involved. We don't have that information. Another thing is that none of us sets money aside. Nobody keeps money for accidents or for such emergencies. So what this third party helps you do is that it provides compensation to that other person's damaged car or property, medical treatment, funds for injuries sustained, and if there is a death. Another thing covered is legal expenses, because there are times where both parties don't agree to the amount. You decide to take it to court. The insurance company will cover the cost of that legal representation in line with the case that comes from that accident. The next type of cover is the third-party fire and theft. The name explains itself. Now, all the benefits I narrated when you get a third-party cover, you enjoy it in this kind of policy, but there's a little bit of extra. And the extra is, we've seen situations where we park our cars, and before we come out, we don't see the cars. We'll be searching the skies for our car. So, in a situation where your car is stolen, we hear news of it. In short, there was one I saw the other day. The woman parked her car, and by the time she came out, the car was gone. So, these are things we can relate to. Now, when you have the third party fire and theft, it covers your car being stolen. There is something that has been on the increase these days. You see people driving their car in the highway, and the next thing, smoke. And before you know it, everybody comes out, you are trying to quench the fire. By the time you quench the fire, the car can't be salvaged. The car is gone. The third-party fire and theft policy also compensates you when your car is engulfed by fire. You pay more for this policy, unlike the third party that you pay 15,000. You pay a slightly higher amount for it, and that is going to be dependent on the value of your car. So unlike the third party that is a straight jacket amount, the value of your car will determine how much you pay for this particular policy. And then we go to the last policy, which is it gives you the maximum coverage. And as the name implies, it's called the comprehensive cover. By its name, you will understand that it is comprehensive. And why is it comprehensive? And what are the benefits you stand to enjoy by this so-called comprehensive cover? Everything you have enjoyed in the third party, you will enjoy it, meaning that you get to fix the damage to the other person's car. If the passengers in that car, or even the driver of that other car, sustains an injury, you get access to medical treatment, or rather, the policy pays for the medical treatment of the injured party. And then, if it's fatal, where a passenger dies, that the family members of the deceased passenger is compensated. If your car is stolen, the insurance will pay. If your car is engulfed by fire, it's covered. And then if you your own car is damaged, you can see the difference. The comprehensive insurance cover will take care of the damage to your car. So it's a wider coverage. And so it puts you at ease that you don't have to bother yourself repairing the other person's car and then sourcing for funds to repair your own car. So the other person's car is taken care of. Your car is taken care of. The injury sustained is taken care of. And the debt is taken care of. So it gives you a wider coverage. But remember, because it's a wider coverage, you pay more. But the amount you pay is not neck-breaking. Insurance is a welfare scheme where we collect small money so that you enjoy a lot of benefits. So those are the 3 kinds of policies and what they offer.
One major challenge in Nigeria is the rise of fake insurance certificates. Many drivers unknowingly or sometimes knowingly purchase invalid policies just to avoid penalties. But in the event of an accident, fake insurance offers zero protection, leaving victims and drivers exposed. If it's fake, it's useless.
Insurance certificates do not fall from the sky. You have to go somewhere and buy it. So the source, where are you buying your certificate? Where are you getting your certificate from? It matters. You must get your certificate from a licensed insurance company. We live in a digital age. Most of the things we need to know by a click of a finger. You can buy your insurance certificate from licensed insurance companies because they are the ones that carry the risks. They are the ones that sell this certificate. Every other thing is an outlet. So you have to go to a licensed insurance company and get your insurance certificate. That's how it's genuine. But the question will come, how do we access them? Sometimes we can't go to their offices. Sometimes we can't even go onto their line and buy these things. We have agents. We have insurance brokers that can get you access to a genuine insurance certificate. So ensure that you are getting it from a licensed insurer. How do you verify? Any insurance certificate you buy is uploaded on the NIID platform. And if you're observant, once your vehicle details are uploaded, you receive an alert on your phone because you require your details for you to be uploaded there. But that is not a problem because sometimes you say, what if I don't get the SMS? Now, when you go to the NIID platform, it is ask.niid.com. ask.niid.com. Go to that website. Once you click on it, it will give you a portal where you are to input your registration number, your vehicle registration number. Once you do that, it will tell you, it will bring out details of your vehicles and the type of insurance you purchased. So on the go, you can verify. People will say, there are no internet. I can't access internet. How do I do it? There's a USSD code. Dial *565*11# and you get access to verify that the insurance certificate you have purchased is genuine. Don't be in a hurry to collect the certificate and walk away. The onus lies on each and every one of you that has paid money to get an insurance certificate to verify that it is genuine. Remember, if it's not genuine, all these benefits we've been talking about, you can't access it. Because once an accident occurs, the underwriter will want to confirm, do you have a genuine insurance cover? And if you don't have, you can't access claim. So please, make sure you use these two avenues to verify your insurance certificates. This is not the time where you say, they gave it to me like that and I took it. No. You have the power, you have the means to verify that you have purchased an authentic certificate. If you have a car, don't forget that you spent money to buy that car. Anybody that has an asset that put money together and bought something, you spent money to buy your car, you deserve to have a comprehensive insurance. You know why? Nobody keeps money aside to service loss, to service emergencies. And so, if you have saved money to buy a car, how much does it cost? If you are buying a comprehensive insurance, it is actually 5% of the value of your car. So do the mathematics. If your car is worth 100,000, you are paying how much? 50 naira to get an insurance. And remember, some of us will say, it will not happen. We Nigerians, we like saying it's not my portion, it won't happen to me. People live in this mindset that it happens to others, it doesn't happen to me. And that's what happens when it comes to insurance. They'll say, it's those people, it's the rich, it's those that can afford it. No. As long as you have a car, nobody plans to have an accident. Accidents are uncertainties. They can happen anytime, in any place, and in any manner. So for you to protect yourself, get a comprehensive cover so that your car, you don't have to break your head about where will I raise money to. I've seen people that meet friends, and you know how insultive it can be. Number one, your ego, your pride is at stake. And then friends will keep posting you, come today, come tomorrow. So why don't you make that logical decision? Since you've been able to buy a car, get an insurance cover so that if anything happens, anything unplanned happens to you, you have that peace of mind. In short, I tell people, buy insurance, buy peace of mind.
If you are involved in an accident, stay calm and ensure safety first. Contact the appropriate authorities. Exchange information with other parties. Notify your insurance company immediately. Document the scene if possible. Insurance is only helpful when you follow the right steps.
Accidents can happen to anybody, as in, notwithstanding your class. You may be rich, you may be poor, you may be a male or female, young or old. And the responsibility is on the officer to ensure that everybody is being checked without being biased, because accident can happen to any of the class of people that uses the road, including the pedestrians and all others. So there shouldn't be any bias in any form. And doing that, officers are well guided when going on the road. We put some things in place to ensure that the check cuts across. When you come for registration, we ensure that you come over with your paper that indicates that you did your insurance before the proof of ownership can come out. We ensure that before you do your inspection check on our system, you present your insurance first. When possible, go above the third-party insurance, because third-party insurance will only give a payment or claim for the other person that is being injured or the vehicle damaged, not your own in the instance that you have at fault in insurance. So we encourage people to go higher than that, but be as it may, the minimum is third-party. So we ensure that then we try to make sure that we prevent, and part of the prevention that I keep emphasizing is that we ensure that before you renew your vehicle documents or you register your vehicle, you come over with a proof or your policy that we can check, because we have a handshake with a NICOM database to be sure that your insurance is valid, is genuine. And with doing that, We ensure that we do that fairly and without being biased.
Myth: insurance is just for police checks. Fact: it protects lives and finances. Myth: claims are impossible to process. Fact: genuine policies allow proper claims. Myth: cheap insurance is good insurance. Fact: quality matters more than price.
Thank you for staying with us. Vehicle insurance is not just a document, it is your financial shield on the road. Driving without valid insurance doesn't just break the law, it puts lives and livelihood at risk. Make the right choice, get insured, stay protected. I am your host,